Good afternoon and welcome to Sylvan Hills High School here at Bill Blackwood Field for this afternoon's match between the Vilonia Eagles and the Sylvan Hill Bears. We're off to a little bit of a late start. The JV game was played before this. It got a late start, and so Varsity Boys is getting a late start. For those of you who are wondering why we're running late, that's why. The clock has rang. The officials have met with the captains, and it looks like both teams are just prepping, getting some last minute instruction from both sets of coaches, and we should have the start of this match here shortly. I believe the starting lineup for Vilonia this evening will be Hagen Mitchell in playing keeper. You'll have Braden Solomon, Sem Juarez, Gage Pope, Kason Martin, Jance Martin, Case Bird, Charles Polcar, Sam Kaufman, Junior Garza, and Nathan Hoyt starting for Vilonia tonight, I believe, and I'll be confirmed here in a minute as Vilonia is rounding up and getting ready to call it out. And it appears I was correct. Hagen's got the keeper kit on. Gage, Braden, Sim, Case, Jance, Hoyt, Garza, and Polkar, and of course Sam Kaufman. That's your starting 11 for Vilonia. I do have a roster for Sylvan Hills, but I am not aware of who their starting 11 is, and I'll try and do my best to call out players for any Sylvan fans who are tuning in. Sylvan takes the field. It does appear that that's Junior Garza taking the ball in the middle of the field, so it'll be a Vilonia ball to start the match. Sylvan taking their positions. Garza on the ball. We have the center with him. Both ARs appear to be in position. Pretty decent crowd for both sides for a Tuesday afternoon soccer match here in Sylvan Hills. Center checking with his ARs. Center checking with the keepers. Does look like, and we're off. Ball gets dropped. Sylvan rushing onto the ball, pressuring, but Bologna opting to drop. Switch of the field, and now we have Kaysen with the ball on this near sideline. Kaysen drops it back to Solomon. Solomon double teamed. Back to Kaysen. Kaysen to Bird. Trying to get it to Junior. Junior drops it back to Jance Martin. Jance putting the ball down the line. Polkar, great touch. Polkar has it in stride. Stops, pulls right outside the box. Looks to center. Opts to drop to Jance. Jance, trying to get it to Junior. Unsuccessful, but Sylvan unable to clear. Jance into the box. Polkar running into the box. Polkar center deflected off number 27 for Sylvan Hills. That'd be Simon Glauberg. And Bologna has earned their first corner of the match. Looks to be Jance Martin taking this touch. Up in the air. Kaufman gets his shoulder on it, but it goes out. Takes a fall. Nothing called. Ball centered to Junior. Sam with a good solid head, but not enough patience to get it past the keeper. So Kaufman's shot a header on goal picked off by the keeper. Save. Restart coming. Kaufman plays that one off his head. Continues the pressure. That takes an awkward bounce and eventually rolls out into touch on the far sideline. Sylvan through. Vilonia opts to continue to drop. Pressure coming, but Pope fights through it. Pope gets it to Kaufman. Kaufman looks to turn. Kaufman with a little bit of space. Tries to get it through. Garza unable to get there. There's a tight window. Not much there. Vilonia opting to drop. Now Bird has it. Midfield. A little bit of misplay there. Sylvan takes it, but Sylvan opts to slow down. Now there's the big touch. Pope running on. Solomon's going to cut it off before it gets to the box, and he's going to look to turn it up the far sideline. Sends it up. Bird. Bird to Kaufman. Back to Bird. Case sends it wide out to Kaysen. Kaysen with a little bit of room. Puts it up to Jantz. Jantz turns. Jantz sends it across. Sylvan does step in front of it, but deflects it towards the box. Number 19 for Sylvan on. Polkar with the pressure. Polkar gets a foot on it, but he deflects off Polk Charles, and it goes out the baseline. It'll be a goal kick for Sylvan Hills. Center back takes the touch for Sylvan Hills, plays it out wide to 6. Sylvan Hills sends it up the field, deflects off a Sylvan Hills player, and Solomon steps in front of it. Pressured from behind. Tackled from behind, loses it, but only temporarily. Now he has the ball middle of the field, sends it out wide to Juarez. Sem continue his walk up. Jantz trying to send it through. Junior gets a deflection. And now Sylvan has it. Sylvan with a big touch. Good center. Off called. Near side AR calls number 9. Is it number 9 or number 6? It's probably number 6, Daniel Prime. It's either Daniel Prime or Bradley Williams. I can't see from here. Okay, it's Bradley Williams. I heard say good job, Bradley, from the Sylvan side. So Williams called offside. Vilonia gets a restart. Pope sends the ball up the sideline to Hoyt. Hoyt trying to drop it to Bird, gets just past him. Sylvan's push up gets picked off by Solomon. And right now, both teams just seem to be looking for a way to play a slightly longer ball up the field. Ball eventually goes off Sylvan on the far sideline, and we'll have a Vilonia throw. We're almost 5 minutes into this first half of the match. Score still 0-0. Pretty even on possession. Maybe Vilonia with a little bit more possession, but nothing going on big for either side just yet. Vilonia's maybe gotten in the box a couple of times. Junior is able to get. Looks like he's going to make a run down the sideline. Gets it up to Polkar, but deflected away. Sylvan finally does clear the top of the box, but Martin's there to pick off a outlet pass. Martin drops to Bird. Bird drops it back to Martin. Kaufman has the ball. Pressure from the back. Yeah. Tackle from behind. Foul on number 22 of Sylvan Hills. That's Jackson Alexander. And it should be a Vilonia restart at the 25-yard line. Let's see what Kaufman does with it. Yeah, this is going to be a direct kick. Kaufman's been pretty effective on these on the season. Low line drive. It is deflected off the foot. Martin's got it. He turns. 2 people deflect it. Sylvan still just trying to get a big touch to clear. 22 Jackson Alexander comes down with it and does send it up. Loose ball right around the midfield. Does look like number 2, Cameron Alexander, is going to step on for Sylvan. Cameron, it sounds like, goes by Cam. Gets the ball up to 15. Cameron Hash So they've got some of the same stuff going on that I do. Cameron, Cam, Cason, fun times. Gage Pope plays that centering pass out of the air. Gets up to Kaufman. Kaufman with a big touch, but most of Vilonia had retreated back into the defensive half, so no one there. Hoyt is pressuring. Causes a little bit of accelerated touches, and they say that he saved that, kept it in play. Bird gets there. Pope sends it up to Kaufman. Kaufman looks to center it, and does. Bird runs on. Taps it out to Martin. Martin sends it up to this near sideline to Polkar. Polkar looks like he was trying to send it up to Garza, unsuccessful. Polkar gets to it. Charles sends it to Jantz. Jantz gets a foot on it. Now looks to center, gets the ball to Bird. Bird plays it out wide to Sem. Sem to Nathan. Nathan makes a touch and then a run, but he's taken from behind by Sylvan. Sylvan now looking to come up that far sideline. Bologna's there. Sem pirouettes, but finally gets the ball taken from him. Oh, Kaufman just steps over that awkwardly. Yeah, that looked hard, but I don't necessarily think that's a foul. Ball run down on the sideline by Sylvan, but too big of a touch. That's going to go at the baseline for a Vilonia goal kick. So a little bit of speed on that far sideline. Caught it, kept it in play for a little bit, but his touch towards the goal, too much pace. This goal restart blown dead. We have a sub for Sylvan Hills. Looks like number 32 is into the match for Sylvan Hills. I don't have a 30. Is that 32 or 30? Yeah, I don't have a. Oh yeah, Brian Torres into the match for Sylvan Hills. Um, Braden Solomon with the retouch puts a ball played out of the air inside the middle circle by a combination of Garza and the Sylvan Hill player. I think that is Torres, fresh into the match with a quick touch. Braden sends a big touch here. Sylvan's going to be the first on. They're probably going to let that roll out, and they're going to have a throw. Daniel Prime gets the ball in. Sylvan looks to attack up the near sideline, but Vilonia quickly wins the ball back. Charles and Jantz play a two-man game to get the ball to the center to Bird. Bird, big touch into the box. Hoyt running on. Sylvan's there, gets a foot on it, stops it, but Hoyt unable to take advantage of it. Now Sylvan looks to make a big run on the far sideline. Semores gets in front of it. Jantz sends it out to Polkar, to Cason to Jantz. Jantz to Bird. He's got some breathing room. He'll take a step. He'll take another step. He actually makes a step into Sylvan. Deflects off 22 Jackson Alexander for Sylvan, and now Sylvan's looking to go the other way. 22 is looking to make it a foot race. Gets past Juarez. You have both Juarez and Pope, though, tracking with him. Opts to drop in center. That off the head of Cason Martin to the foot of Jantz Martin. Foul called on 32. Looks like player control. Jantz had his foot up and looked to press it out, but had to instead brace for contact. He stayed up, but the ref calls foul on Sylvan Hills. No malice, just a little bit of lack of control. And we'll have a restart for Vilonia. Solomon with a big touch, high floater off the head of a leaping Sylvan player. Now the ball's in the middle of the field. Jackson Alexander for Sylvan has it. He looks to center it. Solomon's there to take it out of the air or through. Vilonia, two people. Miscommunication there between Polkar and Kmart. Now Sylvan looking to make a run down the sideline. Jantz Martin is there. He gets a foot on it. And looks like they're going to award a corner to Sylvan Hills here. Cameron Alexander gets the ball in. It's deflected off of Case Bird, and now Polkar starts out of the box with it. Pushed off the ball. And Sylvan, Polkar, well, no, there's no, well. Throw awarded to Sylvan. Polkar looks like he got hit hard a couple of times holding his ribs. We'll see if. That's handling. They're just going to say throw. Okay. Polkar tries to flip it over, unsuccessful. Jance tries to win, it's unsuccessful. Now the ball played off Kaysen's head. Now they're going out wide. Sylvan does step in front. Pops it out, send it wide. It looks like it's number 22, Jackson Alexander, out wide. He's looking to beat Bird. Bird's there for the pressure, however. Hoyt drops to help. Centering touch by Sylvan, deflected off Samores. Bird picks it up. And 22 slide tackles the ball out into touch. It'll be a throw-in for Vilonia. We're about 12 minutes into this match. Vilonia centers. Solomon's going to have to move a little quick. Does get the ball out to Martin. Kaysen looking to go down the sideline. Sends it up to Garza. 32 pops it out. It'll be a throw for Vilonia. Bird has the ball in the middle of the field. He now is seeing some pressure from number 2, Cameron Alexander. Martin looks to get it up. Polkar is pressuring. Sylvan opts to just play the ball in a touch, and we'll have a Vilonia throw. Polkar called with an illegal throw-in. On this restart, Sylvan Hill is going to have a couple substitutions into the match. 22, 24, and 15 off. It looks like 8, 10, and 12 into the match. That would be Jose L. Galvin, and I'm having trouble. These aren't the number order on this. Victor Rodriguez, and I actually don't have a 10 on the roster, so number 10. Back to action. We have a goal kick coming up for Sylvan Hills. We're about 14 minutes into this first half. We have the center ref having conversations. After a couple of touches, Martin gets a ball up. Sylvan does come down. Uh-oh. Polkar gets it. Oh, trying to get to Garza, stepped in front by Sylvan, number 2, Cameron Alexander. Jance steals the ball, centers it to Kaufman. Kaufman unable to get to a foot to it. Now it's a foot race between Sylvan and Vilonia. Vilonia wins that race. Bird has it. He's got some room to move. He clean. Oh, okay. Foul called. So foul called by the center ref. Jance Martin will take this kick from the 14. Jance both hands. Flips it into the box. Sylvan gets ahead, puts it up. Kaysen Martin gets a knee settle. Ball off. No, they're calling handling, saying that ball hit Kaysen's hands. We have a restart for Sylvan. Sylvan with the big loft and just over the head of Solomon, but Gage Pope is there. He sends it out wide to Juarez. Juarez unable to track it down, so he almost got there. It'll be a throw-in for Sylvan Hills right around the 10-yard line, far sideline. Ball into the box, poked away by Vilonia. Sylvan maintains possession. They stay out wide on that far sideline. Now they flick it in. Hagen finally gets to it. Good effort by both Hagen Mitchell and it looks like number 4. Number 4, number 6, maybe his name. Once again, having trouble seeing these front numbers from the Sylvan Hills players. That's no fault of theirs. Loose ball. Hoyt gets a foot on it. Tries to center. Yeah, they're handling called. Handling on Sylvan Hills. Restart for Bird. Bird sends it out wide. Sylvan does step in front of it. Garza comes down with it. Polcar drops to Martin. Pressure from behind. Should be throw Vilonia. It is. Substitutions into the match during this stoppage. Looks like Polcar and Garza are coming out, and Davin Partridge and Brendan Reyes into the match for Vilonia. Good minutes by Junior and Charles. Ball into Partridge. Partridge. Oh, foul called. It is weird. Usually you see Partridge taking down the bigger guy. It's not usually the bigger guy taking down Partridge. But this works to Valonia's advantage. Ball is placed on the 15. It looks like Kaysen Martin is set up. Ref's reaching out his 10, or marking off his 10. Kaysen centers off the back of off the back of Sam Kaufman's foot. Keeper there for the save. So Kaufman's shot saved by the Sylvan keeper. Bird able to play that throw, or Martin plays that throw off his head, but into touch, and Sylvan has it. They look to attack through the middle. Foot race between Braden Solomon and number 10, which I don't have a name for number 10. The result, Vilonia setting up for a goal kick, but the AR is calling center or corner, and corner is awarded. Corner awarded to Sylvan Hills. Corner unsuccessful. Finally pulled down by Reyes. Reyes looking to go wide out to Hoyt. Hoyt now with some space on the sideline, tries to push it up, deflected off Sylvan. Sem centers it too much, though, for Martin, but it doesn't matter. He comes through two different defenders and comes away with it. Sends it in the corner. It's a foot race now between number 3 and Hoyt, and 3 has to play it into touch on the far corner. It will be a throw for Vilonia, probably about the 3-yard line. Hoyt over there to take the throw. Into the box, just over a jumping Kaufman, off the head of Jance Martin. Keeper saves it. Vilonia's gotten 3 or 4 good header attempts off, but this keeper's been able to pick everything off before hitting the net. Restart in the air, takes a bounce around the 40, and Pope runs it down. That one goes all the way into the box, picked up by Hagen Mitchell. Hagen surveying. His punt's going off to the far sideline, takes a bounce. Sylvan attempts to settle, does, but Juarez is there to step in front. Sylvan looks to center, picked off by Kaufman. Now you have Reyes. Reyes picked off or stepped in front of by Sylvan. Sylvan now looking to go the other way. Sylvan now opting to retreat a little bit. Number 2, Cameron Alexander. Now he's looking to go on the sideline. That ball went off Vilonia for a Sylvan throw. And I believe with this stoppage, they're going to award Sylvan some substitutions. A couple into the match. Looks like 3 into the match for Sylvan Hills. Sylvan maintaining possession around midfield, slowly trying to work it up. Gets past one line, but unable to get past Juarez. Juarez to Bird. Bird centers it up to Kaysen, or to Jance. Jance trying to get it up to Partridge. Partridge gets to the deflection. He's in the box. Centering touch, deflected off Sylvan into the baseline. That should be another corner kick for Vilonia. 21 minutes into this first half. It's still 0-0. And quick restart from Vilonia. Partridge to Jantz. Jantz to Partridge. Bird, deflects it into the official. Play on call. Bird to Reyes. Reyes deflected off of a Sylvan Hill player. That should be a Vilonia. That's deflected off a Sylvan Hill player, but awarded to Sylvan. Reyes shot deflected. Oh, ref blows the Sylvan Hill restart dead for substitutions on the Sylvan Hill behalf. Looks like 32 will be exiting the match, being replaced by 22. Throw in coming for Sylvan. They drop it back to number 14. Sylvan drops it back to the center. Looks to attack from the far sideline. Quick settle, gets it past one line. Kaufman does cause some problems. Gets the ball down the sideline. It's now a foot race between Hoyt and Sylvan player. He centers it to Reyes. David's shot deflected out the baseline. That should be a corner. It was deflected off Sylvan Hills. Goal kick awarded. Ref didn't see the deflection. Goal kick for, oh no. Reyes is by himself in the, I don't know if Reyes realized how open he was. That was a good touch, but the keeper with a great stop. So Reyes' shot picked out of the air. Center back fell on the restart. Straight to Reyes. Reyes had a moment. And by no means a bad touch. Great touch. Great recovery by the Sylvan keeper. Now, ball back around midfield. Vilonia looking to move up. Pope gets their two. Now's in the middle of the field. Sends it out wide to Jantz. Martin Jantz. Jantz opts to drop to Solomon. Solomon sends it out wide to Kaysen. Kaysen having a little trouble getting a foot on it. Sylvan just punches it out. It's going to be a Vilonia throw here around the 40-yard line. Kaysen turns around and gets the ball. Tries to send it down the sideline. Sylvan plays it off their head, and it's going to be a throw in for Vilonia. Davin's throw deflected off the head of a Sylvan player, and Martin and Kaufman run into each other. Ball, after a couple deflections, still loose. Kaysen loses it. Sylvan finds it. Ball outside the box. Solomon has it. Solomon steps through a tackle. Has it on the far sideline. Now he's got some space. Now a big touch to the center to Kaysen, or to Jantz. Jantz Martin. Jantz centers it. Kaufman grabbed from behind. Sylvan gets there. Sam's pleas go unanswered, but Vilonia does maintain possession. Jantz to the corner into a speedy Partridge. Partridge gets there, steps through one. Big touch, but well through the upright. Goal kick for coming for Sylvan Hill. Couple substitutions during this goal kick for Sylvan Hills. It looks like we're just cycling some kids in and out of the match here. Restart. Ball's live. Send down the near sideline. Case and Martin punches it to Jantz. Jantz double teamed, and the ball's taken. He gets a foot on it. Sylvan's there. Sylvan looking to go near sideline. Solomon is going to win the foot race. 12 is going to continue to pressure. Solomon gets up to sideline, but into touch, throwing for Sylvan. Ball boy pelted number 2, Cameron Alexander, in the face. Now Alexander's throw. Pope gets a body on it. And while Vilonia tries to clear, Sylvan Hill does come down with it around the 30. Sylvan turns, looks to attack. Some more possession play from Sylvan, dropping all the way back to midfield. Kaysen plays that ball up, deflected by Jantz, off the head of Pope. A lot of loose ball touches right now. Number 2 deflects it off of the back of Solomon. Hagen Mitchell with the stop on the run from number 22. Hagen's throw up to Jantz. Jantz settles. Jantz puts a touch down the line, and Partridge unable to come down with it. Gets the ball up to Bird. Kaufman looking to make a run on the near far sideline. A lot of contact play on called, which is probably a good call in that situation. Sylvan does come away with it. Reyes gets a deflection to Kaufman. Kaufman, oh, I don't know who the foul's going to get called on there. That kind of just looked like mutual contact. It looks like it's going to be called on Sylvan, although in that situation, yeah, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and then you have Bird free kick. Yeah, Bird free kick coming from the 30. Bird's flip into the box, deflected off Sylvan's head. No one Vilonia in the vicinity, and Sylvan's looking to go the other way. Oh, Bird gets a deflection on a clearing touch. Partridge gets another deflection. Sylvan unable to turn the field. Bird comes down with a Bird. He's now being funneled to the far side. He is eventually doubled. 22 with a step. Now Sylvan looking to attack. Big centering touch straight onto Hagen. Hagen takes that ball out of the air. Simple save for Hagen on the shot by number 22, Jackson Alexander for Sylvan. Kaufman up to Reyes. Reyes now to Hoyt. Hoyt in a foot race. Deflected temporarily. Gets it back to Kaufman. Kaufman one touch. Doesn't get the full pace on it. Straight to the keeper. So Kaufman's shot picked up by the Sylvan keeper. I believe that's Fox Schaefer, but I could be wrong. His restart off the thigh of Sam Juarez. Oh, Davin is laying down. Something, he's hurt. He looks like he's cramping. Looks like Polkar's going to come into the match for Davin. So Vilonia opportunity lost there on Davin's. It looks like they're going to allow both substitutions. Polkar into the match for Partridge, and Noah Ortega into the match for Brandon Reyes. Sylvan drops. Sylvan keeps that in. Good. Drop taken by Bird. High kick, not called. Pope's there. Pope sends it out wide. Kaysen's down. Good to see Solomon not take a cleat to the face there. Throw in coming for Sylvan. 15 in. Solomon steps in front. Loose ball. Sylvan turns, shoots. No, not into the box though. Oh, Solomon just got. Solomon got punched in the midsection. All right, now Solomon's going to get a yellow. Solomon must have said something to the coach or to the ref because there was nothing yellow worthy in the actions. He was the one who got punched in the junk. It's going to be a restart free kick for Sylvan. Nine minutes remaining. Yeah, that's close enough. Our clock's a little bit off, but that's fine. That's fine. Sylvan, though, looking to hit the net. It does actually look like he didn't say anything. My guess is it looks like he moved the ball after Sylvan said it, and that's what the yellow was awarded from based upon what I can see on the sideline interaction with the center and the coaches. So Solomon didn't say anything. It looks like the ref saw him moving the reset of the kick as a yellow, as a cautionable offense. So now here comes Sylvan. Hagen awaiting. We're waiting the whistle. Whistle comes. Low line drive. That's not in. That caught itself on the outside of the goal. It's a goal kick for Vilonia. Yeah, goal. Yeah. Hoyt tackled from behind, no call. Now Sylvan looking to attack on the outside of the box. Hagen, beautiful save by Gage Pope. I can't tell if Vilonia got lucky they didn't get called for a foul in the box, or if Sylvan should have had a couple of kids tossed. But the end of the game, end of the play is Pope clears the ball, shot on goal off his head, and Sylvan will have a corner. 24 taking this corner for Sylvan. High over everybody. Sylvan is the first to get a foot on it to the baseline. Hoyt gets a foot on it. The call is goal kick. Goal kick restart for Sylvan, or for Vilonia. Bird centering touch. That's going to be wide. Into the box. Keeper able to get it in the box. Not a bad idea from Bird there. Restart by Sylvan's keeper. Bounces at the 45. Flicked up. Yeah, that's a foul on Sylvan, and that should be a yellow on two. You can't upstage the ref. So restart for Vilonia. 7 minutes remaining. Cage Pope's going to take this restart. Pope. Bounce touched by Ortega. Ortega to Kaufman. Kaufman busy shielding off. Taken from a different Sylvan player, though. Bird deflects. Juarez. Oh, beautiful save by Hagen Mitchell. Sylvan is just bullying their way through the Vilonia back line, and Hagen Mitchell is stopping everything. James tried to get a ball on the sideline, unsuccessful. Ortega with the pressure up top, looking to force a mistake from this back line. Hoyt's now pressuring. Yep, pressure causes a throw for Vilonia on the far sideline. During this stoppage, they're going to let Solomon back into the match. Carter Reed had taken his place while he went out. 5:53 remaining in the first half. Drop from Vilonia. Morris to Pope. Sim all the way back to Hagen. Hagen puts it up. I think he was trying to go to Martin, but the pressure may have caused a quick touch. Instead, it's Case and Martin who comes up with it. Case and gets it up to Ortega. Ortega steps in front. Oh, just unable to come down with it, but Bird takes the clearing touch. Bird now in space. Bird, no pressure. Sends it out. Polcar runs on. Polcar to Martin. Jantz just outside the box. Tries to center it. Polcar back into the box. Deflects off a couple of different players. Sylvan trying to clear. Kaysen's there. Kaysen pressured from behind. Gets it off. Ortega back to Martin. Kaysen to Ortega. Ortega drops to Pope. Vilonia looking to possess, make something happen here. Far sideline to Sim. Sem with the stop step. Tries to get it to Bird, picked off by Sylvan. That big touch picked off by Pope. Pope to Bird. Back to a retreating Pope. Time. Gets it to Jance. Jance up to Bird. Bird has to run on. Takes a step. Hoyt gets a foot on that, but that's going to get into the box. Good shielding effort by Sylvan Hills allows for the keeper to pick it up. It'll be a keeper restart. Keeper's restart over two's head. Solomon plays it out wide. Kaysen looks to stop it. He does, but pressure's there by Sylvan. 12 looks to go. He gets in the corner. He looks to center it. Big touch off the head of 22. Bird. Big touch up to Ortega on this near sideline. Noah cuts it in. Oh, he's got he had Kaufman all alone in the middle field. He does get it to Kaufman, but Kaufman had to come back to it. Now Hoyt. Hoyt into the corner. Hoyt gets there. Hoyt turns. Hoyt into the box. Centers it to Kaufman. Kaufman misses, but Jance Martin's there. Jance, low line drive. Oh, diving save by the keeper. Beautiful play by the Sylvan keeper. Martin's shot stopped. 3:20 remaining. Couple deflections. Sylvan looks to turn. Pope pressures. Deflects away. Takes a skip to get away from Martin. Now Sylvan has it. So Mason has it, loses it. Solomon pokes it away. Sylvan Hills, low line drive deflected by Bird. Ortega gets there, but Sylvan able to maintain possession. Sylvan looking to attack that far sideline. Hagen's there. Hagen Mitchell picks it up. 2:40 remaining in this first half. Still 0-0. Excellent keeper play by both sides. Defensive play by both sides. Hagen sends the ball wide to Sem. Oh, Sem can't get under it. It's going to be a throw by Sylvan. Throw coming from Sylvan. Looks like they're going to allow some substitutions in the meantime. Throw in. Vilonia swarms. Ball down the sideline. It's picked up by Sylvan. Sim with a big touch. Yeah. Sylvan making a run down the sideline. Solomon takes the clearing pass, or centering pass, sends it over to Polkar. Polkar, pressure coming. Gets it to Jance. Jance looks to Kaufman. Bologna's going to have to get more physical in the second half if they even want to make it through the game, let alone be competitive. Polkar's there. Pressure coming. Ball goes out the baseline. Corner awarded. Looks like Jance Martin. In. Off the head of Ortega. Off a Sylvan player. Into the air. Settle taken by Bird. Bird trying to send it out wide to Kaysen. Kaysen can't get to it. Sylvan throw. Sylvan throw. Taken from, oh no, had it. Sylvan has to just punch it out though. Too much pressure. 23 seconds left. Throw into Kaysen. Kaysen gets a foot on it. Oh no, ball miss. Sylvan just looking to clear as hard as they can. Solomon has it. 11 seconds. Solomon making a run. Deflects. 5 seconds left. Hoyt. Yeah, this time's going to expire. Time expired. So that's the end of the first half. Score is still 0-0 between Sylvan Hills and the Vilonia Eagles. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in a minute with the completion of this match. Thank you for watching Vilonia Eagles Soccer. All right, welcome back to the second half. Oh, you're trying to get a good camera position here. That's what you've been seeing at home, and there's the whistle. Second half is underway. Yep, we're good. Sylvan looking to attack on the far side. Centering touch picked up by Hagen Mitchell at the middle of the box. Sylvan takes the ball midfield. Looks to attack on the far sideline. Sylvan ball around the 30, making a run past Solomon. Yeah, goal made, but the player was offside. Far side AR calls it. It'll be a Vilonia restart at the top of the box. Looks like Solomon will take it. Good work on the Vilonia back line to press it to push number 2 offside. Restart coming. Solomon sends it out wide. Kaufman shoved off ball. Hoyt deflects it off 27. It should be a Vilonia throw. Ball past Garza. Sylvan looks to center to clear it. Kaufman pulled down from behind. Yeah, right. You can't do it right in front of the center. Center catches that one 90% of the time. Caught it this time. And it'll be a free kick for Vilonia. Looks like Bird's going to take it. Bird flips it up over everybody. Sylvan gets a head on it. And it looks like he's going to call a foul on Sam for holding down the defender. Looks like the center wants to play a bigger role in the second half of this match. Restart coming for Sylvan Hills. Quick restart by Sylvan. Garza's there to pressure. Plays it out to the near sideline. 9 has it. 9 drops to 7. Deflection just past Garza. 27 looks to center it. 7 looks to move it up now on the far sideline. Polkar pokes it away but maintained possession for Sylvan. Sylvan lets to send it across. Juarez gets a foot on it. Gets a hip on it. Hoyt in position. Hoyt played off the ball. Vilonia drops the ball. Kason Martin drops it back to Solomon. Vilonia looking to try and burn out some Sylvan legs. Solomon does put it up, but Solomon puts it up, but Sylvan's there. 7. 7 looks to get it into the corner. It's not a foot race between Pope and Sylvan. Sylvan 9 gets there, looks to turn, but Pope pokes it out. Sylvan throw number 7. Quick drop. And foul called on offside called on Sylvan. Restart. Pope gets the ball trying to get to Hoyt. Deflection, 32 gets a foot on, sends it back to 7. Sylvan has it on the near sideline. 9 into the corner, looks to center it. Pope has it, sends it up the sideline to Garza. That one just a little bit too much pace. Sylvan throw. Sylvan down the line. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. That's, yeah, finally the AR catches it. It's a Vilonia throw. Juarez drops to Pope. Pressure coming. Pope to Juarez. Sam, trying to get to Bird. And after a couple forced touches, it's a Sylvan throw. Vilonia unable to fully clear as Sylvan grabs the ball around the 30. And now Sylvan looks to attack. 8 into the box, 8 with a hooking touch wide, wide left. It'll be a goal kick for Vilonia. That ball started on track, but it hooked hard, hard to the left. Vilonia with a couple quick touches. Kaufman's taken a lot of heavy hits from, I think, specifically number 32. Hey, there's a ball on the field. Are we worried about the second ball on the field? Nope, we're not. That's a foul. That's no, not today. It's not. Not with this guy. It's not. That's dangerous play. But the foul's awarded. Sylvan player launched himself into the already airborne Kaufman, foul called. Looks like Bird will take this restart for Vilonia around the 30. Quick touch to Jance Martin. Martin sending it out wide to Sem. Sem's on. Looking to get to Hoyt. Hoyt. Oh, ball off Sylvan. Yep, and throw awarded to Vilonia. Hoyt gets it to Martin. Now the ball's loose. Sylvan looking to clear. Centering touch. Picked out. Oh, Juarez gets to it. Gets it to Garza. Garza looks to turn. Trying to get it out to Hoyt. Unsuccessful. It's going to be a Sylvan throw. Bird plays the ball off his head. Gets it up to Hoyt. Hoyt to Garza. Garza trying to get it upfield. Instead sends it out wide. Throw for Sylvan. Sylvan drops on the throw. Garza looks to pressure. Oh, pokes it away. Saves. He has some space. Now he's got a pressure. His centering touch stepped in front by Sylvan. Kaufman. I don't know on that one, but Kaufman may or may not have been helped by either way. Play on's called. Sylvan looking to attack. That's outside the box. Looking to center. Bird. Pope. Pope and Solomon finally combined to stop the pressure. Kaysen sends the ball up the near sideline, and it does finally hit the Sylvan bench. It'll be a Sylvan throw. 8 minutes into the second half. Ref holds play to allow substitutions for Sylvan. 32 sends the ball up front to Alexander. Alexander deflects it off Vilonia for a throw for Sylvan. Vilonia Vilonia sends it up. Sylvan, for some reason, gets a foot on it. Knocks it in a touch. It'll be a Vilonia throw. We do have a substitution into the match for Vilonia. Number 10, Brandon Reyes, and leaving number 9, Junior Garza. And we should have a throw coming for Vilonia. Sideline. Kaysen into Bird. Kaysen into Case. Case. To Sam. To Sem. Sem. No. AR looking into the sun makes that call. Throw for Sylvan. Substitutions for Sylvan, number 15 into the match. Sylvan throw in here at midfield near sideline. Looks to move down the line. Bird tracking to Solomon. Solomon now pressured. Solomon steps through 2. Now track from behind. Big touch. Looks like Hoyt's going to be in a foot race. Keeper has to put a foot on it. Plays it out wide. Good sportsmanship there by the Sylvan keeper, giving Hoyt a high five for the hustle, and good play by both players on that side. Love to see that sportsmanship out there. Reyes with the throw for Vilonia. To Kaufman. Kaufman into the box. Loose ball cleared momentarily by Sylvan. Juarez is there. Juarez loses it. Sylvan's looking to go. Sylvan gets to it before it goes out, gets it into the box. Hagen Mitchell swoops over, picks the ball up, prevents any more attacking opportunities for Sylvan, and looks to go off the far sideline. Big throw, saved by Polkar. Polkar with the leaning touch and gets it where he needs it to. Kaufman. Kaufman, hard line drive. Oh, if that defender doesn't get a foot on it, it's Reyes is in the corner. And we still have that opportunity. Reyes is right there. Reyes gets through one. Hoyt's now on. Hoyt drops to Kaufman. Kaufman, low line drive, flicked out by Sylvan. Kaufman out of the air, and just a bit too much pepper. It's high and wide right, not on frame. It'll be a goal kick for Sylvan Hills. Good effort there from Vilonia. Big touch send out to the far sideline off the foot of Kaufman. Kaufman tries to flick it up to the middle. Sylvan's there. Sylvan looking to go down the far sideline. 22 with a misstep, but he has it. Sylvan maintains possession. They look to center it. Jantz, pressure immediately. Now it's Bird. Bird marking the ball. Jantz helping. Ball flicked in. That's into the corner. Oh, good save by Hagen Mitchells. Hagen came out to get it, realized he wasn't going to get there, retreated, able to get a foot on it. It is a corner kick for Sylvan Hills, though. Sylvan Hill corner kick coming 12 minutes into the second half. So shot Sylvan Hill, save Hagen Mitchell. Shot 22 of Sylvan Hill, saved by Hagen Mitchell. And now a corner kick coming for Sylvan. Looked like he was approaching that. Now the center is walking out the baseline. Let's figure out what's happening here. Oh, there's a small child playing in the sand pit. There's a parent somewhere not doing their job. Looks like we got a supervisor coming over to take him, and now we have a corner kick coming for Sylvan. Sylvan, the Bears, high over everybody. Sylvan looks like they're going to be the first to get there. Do they get there? They do save it, but Vilonia does come down with it. Oh, this is just a big touch. Now Hoyt's in a foot race. 27. It's going to get there. And eventually he just has to play it into touch. It'll be a Vilonia throw far sideline. During the stoppage, there's a substitution into the match for Vilonia, number 29. That's Josue Navarro. Looks like he's going to give Charles Polkar a breather. Polkar making his way over to the sideline. Josue into the match. Josue immediately looks to make a run down the sideline. Sylvan steps. Loose ball. Now Hoyt pressures. Sylvan dropping. Centering. Having to drop now even further back. Now a big touch down the sideline. Flipped over a couple people. Sylvan is there. Sam wins it. Pulled down from behind. Maintains possession. Bird gets it back to Sem. Sem up to Hoyt. Hoyt gets a foot on it. Now he looks to center. He gets it to Jantz. Jantz stepping in front of Josue. Jantz to Josue in the corner. Josue is there. 1 foot, 2 foot. Centering touch deflected off Sylvan Hills. That should be a corner kick coming for Vilonia. That's Jantz in the corner, arms up. Floater. Kaufman looks to get it. It gets through everybody. And foul on Vilonia. There's a shock. I don't know if it's on Sam or if it's on Case, but foul called on Vilonia. Apparently should have rolled her shoulder and ran through him. Okay, throw goal kick by restart by Sylvan. Sylvan looking up the middle, now going on the sideline. Case and Martin there. Ball poked away. Sylvan looking to run. Solomon steps. I think that's deflected off. Solomon got that off Sylvan Hill somehow as the far side AR saying it is a goal kick for Vilonia. Hagen. Mitchell with the restart coming. Not a lot of opportunities. Hagen big touch. That's handling off of number 8. Not called. Sylvan looks to attack. Sylvan taking advantage of the no call there. Pressure on the far sideline. 22 gets it past Martin. 22 looking to center. Massive touch over everybody. Sylvan looks though like they're going to be able to get there. Stays in. Goal kick awarded on according to the far side AR. So even though Mitchell touched it, it must have been after it was already out. Substitution for Sylvan Hills during this stoppage. And we will have a goal kick restart on the whistle. Oh, it ends up being Solomon. Solomon takes one, tries to over Kaufman. Chance comes down with it. Big touch up to Hoyt. Now we've got foot race. 27 with pressure from Josue and Hoyt hammers it out the sideline. Throw, low line drive into the box. Sylvan's there. Big touch picked off by Solomon. What's the call here? So a delay foul called. Very deflated, but Sylvan given. Sylvan, top of the box. Yeah, big touch, but that's off the upright. Sylvan unable to take advantage of the situation. Vilonia with a goal kick coming up. Mitchell, low line drive, off the foot of 27. 27 centers it to 2. Hoyt with the immediate pressure. Centers it up off the foot of Solomon. Braden, pressure from behind. Gets it to Jance. Jance sees Josue on a run. Deflects off Josue. It's not a line. 6 is there first. And he plays it out. It's going to be throwing for Vilonia far sideline. Throw into the box. 6 is there. Martin tries to get there, but I don't think he did. It should be a goal kick for Sylvan Hills. Good effort there, but unable to get there and force a Sylvan contact. We do have a substitution into the match for Vilonia, number 11, Taylor Siver. He's giving Josue Navarro a breather. They're moving Hoyt out to Josue's position and putting Taylor up top. Still a 0-0 game, 21 minutes remaining, second half. Center back's going to take this touch for Sylvan. Floater off the back of a Sylvan player. Couple more deflections, and now Sylvan's looking to go. Reyes deflects that off of 3, and it'll be a Vilonia throw. Sem gets into Reyes. Reyes drops it back to Sem. Sem centering. 27 jumps over Taylor. Ball has yet to touch the ground. Pope pressured. Uh-oh. I think he was playing that back to Sem. Oh, deflection now off 15. Braden comes out with it. Somehow we dodge a foul call. And now Solomon's in a sprint. Steps over one tackle, but Sylvan's there. Sylvan out to the outside. Pope's pressuring 3. Outside the box. Back out. In and out of the box. Cannot center. Stomps his feet in anger. Goal kick for Vilonia. I think he's frustrated. Like, I understand that one. I'd frustrated with himself. Tried to make the turn, couldn't do it. I've made that stump several times before. Goal kick coming for Vilonia. Good effort by three, just unable to convert. During this goal kick, we do have substitutions into the match. 22 and 3 are leaving the match, and then a couple in for Sylvan. Kind of did a weird formation switch there, so I couldn't catch everyone who came in, but it is a goal kick for Vilonia. Mitchell's clear. Deflects off Sylvan. Cyber gets to it. Taylor with the pressure. Gets the deflection. Taylor continues to pressure. Taylor's at a 60-minute rest. I'm assuming Perez just said go in and give it all, and he is. Sylvan looking to work that sideline unsuccessfully. The pressure causes the missed touch and will be a Vilonia throw. Case and Martin. Play on. And no foul, and ball awarded to Sylvan. Pope able to clear it momentarily, but Sylvan's there. Sylvan looking to go near sideline. Bird's on him. Unable to maintain possession, though. Throw for Vilonia. 18:20 remaining. Bird into Case or to Jantz. Jantz back to Bird. Bird to Jantz. To Sam. Reyes unable to get there first. Ball in the air, deflected off of Sylvan, but Bird's there to settle it. Gets it to Jantz. Martin. Jantz up to Kaufman. Kaufman or to Reyes. Reyes is the one in there. Gets a foot on in the box. Drops it back to Kaufman. Center back clears it out wide. Should be a throw for Sylvan or for Vilonia. Well, at this point, it's a coin flip anyway. Throw for Vilonia. Into the match, number 13 to Dow Pittman, replacing number 10 Brandon Reyes. Kaufman into the box. Keeper's there. Sylvan does take the ball up the far sideline, looks to possess, and has a moment. Now a centering touch up to number 19, Solomon. Oh, centering touch, but just over a leaping 15. Ball out. That should be out on Sylvan. It is. Vilonia throw-in. Ball dropped to Pope. Deflected. Loose ball. Sylvan looks to center. Puts it into the box. Solomon plays it off his knee. Kaysen gets a foot on it. Gets it to Jantz. Jantz sends it out to Hoyt. Hoyt back to Jantz. Jantz to Kaufman. Kaufman momentarily settles. Gets it to Bird. Bird to Martin. Just a hard clear by Sylvan. Tadao was going to hand that one off to Sem. Sem drops to Bird. Bird settles. Has a moment to breathe. Get up to Jantz. Pressure from behind. Gets it to Kaufman. Kaufman unable to turn. Now does. Drops it back to Sem. Sem pressure coming from behind. Pirouette. Into Kaufman. Kaufman tracks. Kaufman looks to center, and the keeper steps in front of it. 15:30 remaining in this match. Score still 0-0. Apparently your arm up to your side is a natural position. Play on called. Solomon tackled from behind to 15, who is called on. He centers to clearly off 24. Vilonia restart. 15 had a very well timed run. 24 wasn't even close. Vilonia restart. Good call on the far side. AR. Solomon's going to have this restart eventually. Here it comes over a couple different people. Up off the head. 32. Vilonia shields. 12 kicks through Hoyt. Tackles Hoyt from behind. Throws his arm in disgust. And Vilonia goal kick. Or Vilonia restart. Hoyt puts it up over a couple different people's heads. Deflects off a Sylvan head right to the keeper. Standing there. Chance will be better served to push him in midair next time, as that's not called. Number 2 will have the restart for Sylvan Hills. You live, you learn. Sylvan restart midfield. Center looked to be sharing words with Kaufman as they restarted there. Restart picked out of the air by Hagen Mitchell on far side, right side. Vilonia looking to go. Flying headbutt. Misses everything, luckily. Pope wins it momentarily, pressure coming. Attempts to get it up to Kaufman. Kaufman into Dow on the same sideline. He punches up to Tadao. Tadau's on. Tadao into the box. Tadao looking to center. Not a great foot. Ball still loose, but cleared by Sylvan. Kaufman gets a foot on it. Play on called, which is consistent. 15, poked away. That's foul called on 15. Both players warned, apparently. Yeah, that makes sense. We got fouled. We're the ones talked to. Oh, wait, no? He's calling drop ball. That is not even a remotely correct result. I put down question marks because that's the only way you describe the last 30 seconds of this match. Vilonia has the ball. Martin comes down with it, gets it off to Kaufman. Kaufman tries to flick it through. Deflected. Kaufman comes away with it. That's in the box. That's in the box. Causing it just outside the box. Oh, we have a hurt Sylvan player. Okay, 27. He's up. Hate to see any kid on either side go down, but it is good to see him get up and make it off the field on his own accord. 11:31 remaining. Our clock's going to be a little bit off. That's fun, I think. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this clock fixed in the interim. All right, this is going to be close enough. Ball starting the restart. Kaufman with the touch, asking for his space. Yeah, because they're 7 feet or 7 yards off. Well, one player is. The rest of them are refusing to get in line. Now they fall back. Kaufman, keeper's been on tonight. Kaufman's got to deal with both the defenders and the keeper. Keeper's playing an excellent match for Sylvan. Oh, all right. Let's see. Looks like everyone's ready. 11:30 remaining. For those at home, our clock is off. Kaufman, low line drive, sneaks it in the far post. 11:24 remaining. 11:24 remaining in the second half. Vilonia does go up 1-0. That in the 68th minute, Vilonia goes up 1-0 on the direct kick or the free kick restart from Kaufman. On this restart, it looks like we are going to have a substitution for Vilonia. Number 24, number 11, Taylor Siver leaving the match. Number 24, that's Jackson. Sylvan has the ball. Bird pokes it away. Now Hoyt has it far sideline. 11:13 remaining. Hoyt continues his run. Jackson gets a foot on it. Now there's some kind of chaos there. Jackson gets in front of it. Hoyt's there. Sylvan does finally temporarily clear. They do look like they're going to come down with it. Jantz, immediate pressure. They do get it down the sideline. Unable to save it in. Vilonia throw. Great effort there by number 24, Sylvan Hill. Oh, wild swing. Misses, but 6 is there. Sylvan maintains possession. Uh, 15 runs on. Warres is there to get between the ball. Warres pokes it away. It's out of the box. Pope gets a foot on it and makes it a throw instead of a corner. Good effort by Pope. Now we got to recover, identify, mark. They do. 7. Deflected by Tadao. 12, 15 to 12. 12 tries to make a turn into the box. Gets it to 15. 15 shot deflected by Bird to Hoyt. Hoyt up to Jackson. Jackson outran by number 2. And Sylvan's going. Jackson needed to get that one off his foot a little quicker, but that's fine. Sylvan steps up, drops. 9:45 remaining. Big drop, maybe a little bit more. Some pressure coming from Vilonia. Sylvan does track pretty quickly. Send it out wide. Jackson gets a foot on it, but directionality stays with Sylvan. Number 19, low line drive picked off by Solomon. Throw awarded to Sylvan. Solomon fighting for the ball. Shielding. That's stop the clock. Wait, did he just call Nathan Hoyt? The most mild. That is that is embarrassing for that center. I've never heard Nathan Hoyt speak out loud, period, so there's no way he said anything to him on the field. And now Perez is going to get a yellow. I, well, this center has lost control of this match. He's in his feels. So the result is Hoyt's going to have to leave the field. It should be a goal kick restart for Vilonia. I'm assuming they're going to maintain. Well, now this AR on the far side's got her flag up like it was an offside call, even though the ball was well deep in the corner. No, I think she's just trying to get the center. The center has been disoriented for the last 5 minutes. He's probably making sure everything. She's doing her job to help him. She's a good AR. Well, now he's walking to the Sylvan sideline. This is not a good sign for the next match coming up. Well, I was worried. He was walking in Jance's direction. That's what I was worried about. So, well, now there's a conversation with 24 for Sylvan. I'm assuming. I don't know. He doesn't care what Sylvan does at this point. All right, so 8:40 remaining. Let me see if I can get my goal card or goal kick for Vilonia. Solomon gets it up to Kaufman. Kaufman deflects, pops it up, and Tadal. Yeah, Vilonia can't come within 5 feet of a Sylvan Hill player for the rest of the match. Hagen Mitchell with the save. Under 8 minutes remaining. Into the box, past Solomon. He's on. Too big of a touch, though. Hagen takes a foot to the face, but good sportsmanship there. Hagen in 22. 22's upset, but he no ill will there. Load. Big touch by Hagen. Bounce. Second one settled. Flicked up over Jackson. Kaufman. Ball bounces. Sylvan comes down with it. Ball outside the box. Hagen's there. I can't tell if, yeah, 15 has an off call. He's not going to turn around. Oh, now he does. That AR, her persistence paid off, which is good because that burns more time off the clock for Vilonia. Yeah, no, it's 15 well off. Restart for Vilonia. Number 8, Solomon. Better hurry or I'll get a second yellow. Bird has the ball, drops it to Sem. Sem, big touch, trying to get it up the sideline. 30, Kaufman running on. 30, Kaufman, keeper. That's your word. Valonia's not going to get that call. He got pushed in the back. Keeper took out his legs. This AR doesn't know exactly what happened, so the result's going to be a goal kick for Sylvan Hills. Oh, wait, yellow awarded to the keeper. He still hasn't. Now he stops the clock. That was that's clearly in the box. If that foul is a yellow on the keeper in the box, the restart is a penalty kick. Let's see if that is what the call is, though. That is. No, it looks like it looks like they're going to allow the keeper change, and it'll be a goal kick. The foul must have occurred after the ball went out the baseline. At least that's what he's calling, which I have no idea what's running through this man's mind at this point. I think he's just trying to get through this last 6 minutes. He's not going to go. Trying to get this clock right. There's been all kinds of crazy. Goal kick awarded off the head of Kaufman. Kaufman to the sideline. Tableau. Tadao just misses it. Sorry, I'm getting my work lined up. And all right, now they're subbing. Yeah, they're using that stop to let the keeper back in, which makes sense. 5:45 remaining. Hopefully Nathan can watch his mouth for the rest of this match. Sylvan drops to the back corner. Clear. Sylvan touches. Now a big touch across the field. Ortega gets to it, gets it to Jance. Jance to Jax. Kaufman fights for the ball, wins. Drops it straight to the center back. Center back, big touch. Pope tracking. 5 minutes remaining. Bird out to Ortega. Ortega looking to make a run. Big touch. We're not quite into waste time mode yet, but that's he stepped out for a second there, but he waited. He rolled it back in. I think he was looking to kick if he needed. This keeper, with the exception of the yellow, has played an almost flawless game. Jackson Edmondson. That's Sylvan playing far sideline, maintains possession, gets it past Ortega. Solomon just sends it down the line, rolled it. It does go into touch. Jacksonville with a quick restart, just under 4 remaining. Sylvan drops all the way to the keeper. Keeper plays it off his foot, sends it out wide to no one. If Hoyt's away, yeah, that ball's going to go out. Yeah, so technically clock's supposed to stop here, and he knows that rule. Substitution for both teams. I don't understand. You stop the clock for our substitutions. You don't stop the clock for theirs. Play on called. Hoyt throws. Centering touch. Sylvan looking to move. Pressure by Bird. Centers. Sylvan. Ball midfield. Sends it out wide. Pope to Jance. To Ortega. Noah. Centers to Bird. Bird controls. Sends it out to Hoyt. Hoyt. Now Jance looks to send up. Gets it past one. Second defender's there. Pressure coming. They coming up near sideline. Hoyt gets a leg on it. Sylvan maintains though. Under 3. Oh, a flick on. Pope. Oh, I can't tell. He's goal kick. The AR is calling goal kick. That one rolls a foot left of the near post. I couldn't tell you who. At this point, I'll say I for the most part trust this lady on the far side. At least when it comes to things seen from a vision. Oh, to Hoyt. Hoyt to Reyes. Reyes to Hoyt. Hoyt looks for a centering touch. Earns a corner. Hoyt, walk there. Walk there, Nathan. Walk there, Nathan. Jance is going to take it. Under 2 minutes remaining. Vilonia corner. Minute 50 remaining. Both arms up. Low line drive. Off the head of Reyes. Off the head of Pope. Keeper has it. Vilonia Pope in full sprint downfield. Keeper takes a second. Minute 30 remaining. Roll out to number 2. Martin looks to pressure. They get it up. 2 looking to attack the middle. Ortega pressures. Forces a drop. Reyes and Ortega pressure. They do get it out wide at 24. Ortega pressuring. Trying to get up the line. Saves. Yeah. Pokes it out. Throw for Sylvan. Minute remaining. 9 in the box. Kaufman's going to get called for a foul in the box. Yeah, Kaufman's got to know you can't even get close to the player in that situation. Although I do think that's going to be foul. Both the center and the AR had their hands up. Penalty kick coming, 50 seconds remaining. Time for Hagen Mitchell to become a hero. It does look like number 2. I think that's Cameron Alexander is going to take this penalty kick for Sylvan Hills. Hagen Mitchell in the goal. 50.4 remaining. Just going to go. You're going to have to take clock for my voice for the rest of this match, guys. 15 seconds remaining. There's been so many clock stoppages and non-stoppages. It's hard to keep up. Center talks with the keeper. Talks with the AR. Another talk with number 2. Apparently we have some wild birds in the vicinity. Whistle called. Sneaks it by. They find the equalizer with 45 seconds remaining. 45.4 seconds remaining. Vilonia restart. They got 45 seconds to do something and for sure make sure nothing happens. Quick restart. Picked off by Sylvan. Big touch. Hagen's out. Gets it. Oh. That's going to get to the keeper, though. Yeah, and the keeper, Sylvan's going to be happy to play for a tie here, I believe. Nope, they're going to go for it. That tracking high in the air, Adolf Solomon. Deflected off. No, Vilonia's not going to get a handling call. They haven't gotten it all night. They're not going to get it with 10 seconds left. Solomon's just going to waste 10 seconds here. Yeah, but you're not going to get the ball. Yeah, that's the match. So that's the match. Final score, Sylvan Hill Bears 1, Vilonia Eagles 1. That's it for this match. We're going to take a break. We'll be back shortly for the girls' match. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll be back